Hello everybody, welcome to the Country Club of North Carolina. Today we're going to do a little kitchen tour. The reason for the kitchen tour is we've done a lot of upgrades behind those doors, so we're going to give you a little sneak peek on what's going on back here in the kitchen. Come on back. So the first thing that we did is we wanted to make sure we were doing a little of everything, needs and wants. One of the needs that we really needed was new electricity, new lighting, and new ceilings. So as you can see, we put all recessed lights throughout the kitchen and all new ceiling throughout the kitchen, which was an amazing upgrade. Not only made the kitchen cleaner, but very efficient as far as our lighting. Some of our equipment, this was a need as well. This is our new ice machine. This does double the capacity of the ice that we did before. Our old machine was close to 20 years old and we weren't really, some days we would make ice and some days we weren't making ice. One of the beautiful things about this, and it's a good problem to have, is this makes too much ice. One of the hardest parts is just keeping the ice into the machine. So this was for sure a need and a great one. Come on down, we'll show you a couple more things. So not only did we get a new ice machine, but we also got a new ice crusher as well. You can buy units where the machine already makes crushed ice, but instead of buying two ice machines, we decided to buy this little guy here. We can take the ice from our new ice machine and put it through our crusher. Chef Gillis is going to show you how it works. Load the ice to the top. Hit the switch. Got crushed ice. So a couple more needs that we really needed, not so much wants, but needs, were new tables. We got all new stainless steel throughout the kitchen in the front and the back. We took a lot of time and effort to make sure that when we bought these new tables, we made these tables into things that we really needed. They're not just tables, they're actually parts of the kitchen that we needed, like a place to store all of our trays for service and drop down heat lamps. So when we're making food and we're trying to keep it hot, it comes from the hot line and we can expedite all of our plates out, put them underneath, keep them nice and warm before they come out to your table. Another big need was refrigeration. Some of our refrigeration is just like that ice machine that's been here way before me, going on 15 years. So we were able to take a lot of our old refrigerators, reach-ins like this one, and update them all to brand new. Also, these two low boys here are brand new. Let me show you the capacity that we have. On our old capacity, we had about the same layout, but if you can see, this is what we call our mise en place. These are all the items that are used throughout the day to build the food that we cooked for you every day. These two together are double the capacity of what we had in our old. So now that we're more efficient and we have a better cooling process. We also have a new reach-in back here to hold all of our cold items. So this is considered a cold side, and it does a heck of a job now holding more mise en place and also keeping it a lot colder and safer for you. So we went through a bunch of the needs. Ice machine, need. New coolers, need. New ceilings and lighting, need. All new tables, need. Well, now we're going to get into the wants, and this is the fun part. Come on, let me show you. This is one of our new ovens. It's called a combi oven. So what's a combi oven? Combi oven means a combination of heat and steam. This is something that we can be more efficient. It helps out the guys on the line, and it's just an amazing, amazing thing. Chef Aaron's going to show you a couple of the things that he can do with this cool meat oven.
Like you said, it's steam and dry heat. Steam your vegetables in here, potatoes. We do a heat finished steak, 475. And also, when you turn it off, there's a function to, it's got a built-in hose. We can rinse it down. Zoom in here, Griff. This cools it down to 150. And it's a self-cleaning oven. Put the tablets in here. Back on. It cleans itself.
So I'm not sure if you heard him correct, but self-cleaning. And for a kitchen like us who loves to keep our kitchen clean, this is amazing. We use this all day long, and all we have to do is put a couple of those tablets in there, hit a button, and when we come back in the morning, this oven is as clean as it was when we got it the day that it was delivered. We can also smoke in here. We can do a ton of stuff in here. We have another option in the back that's a little bit bigger than this, and we're going to show you some of the things that we're able to do with that as well. Another need slash want was these Metro shelves. These are amazing shelving. We had all shelving throughout, basically in the same configuration, but we had wire shelving that would get rusty and dirty very easily. We upgraded all of our shelving throughout the kitchen and the coolers to Metro shelves. They are non-corrosive, 100% lifetime guarantee on the non-corrosive. They have all connections that you can put different things on here, hold cans, hold cutting boards correctly. And one of the coolest parts of it, let me show you, is that all the shelves pop right off, easy as can be, and we run these right through our dish machine. So we're able to keep the kitchen a lot cleaner and a lot more efficient. We also did some organization throughout the kitchen. This is also made by Metro Shelf, and this kind of holds all of our utensils. It's a wall-mounted unit, and as you can see, the guys have everything they use on an everyday basis. Keeps it very available. Right when they need it, they come up, they can find it, and it also keeps everything from drying correctly and being sanitary. So we've shown you a lot of the upgrades that go on in the front of the kitchen. The front of the kitchen is basically our a la carte service. This is where all our daily food comes out, lunch and dinner. And then the back on the other side is where we do a lot of our production, our banquets and our prep. So let's see what we did back here. Again, as we go through the back, we got all new stainless steel tables. Very important, our old ones were unlevel. All these are all handmade, and they're all on casters to make easier cleaning for us. We can roll them out, sweep underneath them. We can roll them around, reconfigure this for banquet. Also, this time, like I said, we tried to think of everything before we finalized the construction. So one thing we did was we added drawers to everybody. So this is Chef Lewis's drawer. He's got his name on it, and then he's got everything that he does on a daily basis organized right in his own spot. It's funny, we spent a lot of money on all this equipment, and I think the thing that the guys like the most are their drawers. So not only did we just do tables back here, and of course lighting and ceilings throughout the whole kitchen, we did get a lot of cool equipment back here. Some needs and some wants. This one kind of falls in both of them. This was kind of a need and a want. Most working kitchens have tilt braziers. We never had one, but believe it or not, we were ready for one. Most tilt braziers need a floor drain. We already had the floor drain, so there was just a spot waiting just for this piece of equipment. Chef Gillis here, your sous chef, is very excited about this new piece of equipment, so he's just going to show you a little bit of how it works. Yeah, Chef.
This is our tilt skillet. It's one of, like Chef said, one of our needs and wants. One of our favorites. We get to do a board on here that we use for our steaks. And we can do cereal, different kind of proteins in here, or make soups. We do our shrimp cocktails in here. And it has a button you can push and put it on, push it down, get all your sauces and stuff out of there, and easy to clean. And it also has a spigot for the water, put water in there. It's a great thing for our kitchen. I think they'll make our kitchen much better.
Now we're going to get to some of the fun stuff. This was kind of more in the wants area. It wasn't needs, but it was really wants. We got some really high-end, really state-of-the-art equipment that's really going to make this kitchen more efficient. Chef's going to show you. So we're going back through these combis again. Now this combi is very similar to the one you saw in the front. The only difference is it's twice the size, and there's a reason for that. Chef's going to show you real quick.
It's actually a walk-in combi. Comes with a couple handles. Hook them in. Wheel it out. Thanksgiving's going to be a whole lot easier now. You can cook up to 32 pans of stuffing, sweet potato casserole, anything in this. You can wheel it over here. This is a box where we can keep everything warm. But also, we can do plate ups. We can do 106 plates on each rack. Wheel it, retherm it, keep it in here as a hot box. Keep everything warm. Or this piece of equipment, it's a blast chiller. You can put anything in here and get it cool within an hour. Instead of wasting 4 hours of our time, an hour in and it's done.
So as Chef just showed you, the most amazing thing about these three units is they all work in concession with each other. We can come from the combi, and if we want to keep that thing warm, like Chef had mentioned, stuffing is a perfect example. It would take us 6 batches to make all the stuffing that we make. Now we can make it in one unit, and then if we want to, keep it warm, or blast chill it and get it ready for the next day. The coolest things about these ovens that you can't see, there isn't any knobs. Everything is touchscreen, so it's basically having a computer or an iPhone or a tablet, all right in your hands. We can pre-program all of these. We can put in different items like turkeys and chickens. Once we know exactly the temperature that we like it and how we want to cook it, we can put a turkey icon, and now you don't even have to look for the word turkey. You just look for a picture that has a turkey on it. You push the turkey, and the turkey's cooked exactly the way that we want it. So here we have lasagna, cookies. These are things that we do on an everyday basis here, and you can see there's so much more room for growth. But now that we've got it, we've started entering things that we do. Cook and hold, brownies, dinner bread, lasagnas, cookies. Amazing, amazing, amazing technology. So we went through a couple of the wants, and this was another need. It doesn't seem like it's very important, but this is our prep sink in the back. Our old prep sink was leaking, kind of uneven. You couldn't drain it completely, so we got a brand new prep sink. And these things, like I said, they don't seem as cool or innovative as combi oven, but things like this go a long way. This makes our job a lot easier. It takes a lot of stress off the kitchen, making sure that we're keeping everything clean and efficient back here. Even new shelving. It doesn't seem like a lot compared to a very expensive combi oven, but these things go a long way with what we do here, making it a more efficient kitchen. Back in the corner here, it's hidden, but it's an awesome thing, and we wanted to show it to you really quick. This is our new ice cream machine. We're able to make all our ice creams here now in-house. You wouldn't believe it, but our biggest selling dessert here at A La Carte is ice cream. We serve tons of ice cream and cookie. Now, we can come up, be very creative about our different ice creams. During the holiday season, we can make holiday ice creams, sorbets. Our first ice cream we're gonna make in here for one of our events coming up soon is a beet ice cream. Sounds crazy, but it's gonna be delicious. So we're getting to the end of our tour, and when we talk about wants and needs, we went through a lot of those today. Some kind of are wants and needs, some are just needs, and some are just wants. This one was a need, and this was probably the biggest need out of everything that we had here in the kitchen, and that's our new walk-in cooler. I'm going to show you pictures that are going to come into the video to show you the progress of this, but this was something that we needed more than anything. This cooler was over 30 years old. The floor was leaking. We had stuff coming up from underneath. It wasn't very efficient. We were constantly having people come in and try to fix it for us. We decided we were going to tear the whole thing out, start from scratch. We've got this amazing new digital walk-in cooler. On in. Look at this. This, a year ago today, was stuffed with food. There was racks all over the place, very hard to organize. Now we have all this open area, all of our speed racks for up and coming events, all here ready to go. We put all new Metro shelves in like we talked about earlier, the ones you can pop off and clean and organize. We took something that was probably one of the biggest sores in the kitchen and made it into this beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, it's not as exciting as a new combi oven, but something like this changes the aspect of what we do here at the club. Keep your food organized, to keep it more efficient, and to keep it safe for you. So that was our kitchen tour. As a staff, we couldn't be more excited. There's a lot going on this year, not only in the back, but in the front. 2020, we're going to be doing amazing renovations out front. Now with all the renovations out front and what we feel is going to be a whole new life here at the club, we have all the ability back here to keep up with the growth out front. We're super excited about it. Our staff is super excited about all this growth back here. Things like this make the kitchen more efficient, and it's amazing, but it also helps create a culture back here. Our recruiting is going to be easier now. There's going to be young culinarians that want to come in. They're going to want to work here because they're going to learn. They're going to learn on equipment like this where they can't down the street. So not only is this going to make it more efficient for us and a better environment to work in, but it's going to create this better culture here that we're super excited about. The reason for all of these upgrades back here and why we're so blessed is kind of a double-faced sword. We had a beloved member, Katie Ball, who was a board member, a part of the house committee, and a big part of my recruitment committee that I'm the chef here. We lost Mrs. Ball this year to cancer, and before she passed, she donated a large sum of money for us to be able to do all this. We know every time that we look at this amazing equipment, we think about Mrs. Ball, and I know she's shining down on us, and she's just as excited about all these upgrades as we are. And she's going to live on in this kitchen for years and years to come. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of your kitchen, this is your kitchen, please feel free to come back anytime. The sous chefs are back here, the cooks are back here. We're so excited about this new stuff. We can't talk about it enough. So if you're in the building and you just want a quick tour, come on in. We'll show you everything hands-on. It's your kitchen. Feel free to come back whenever you want to see all these amazing things that we have. Thanks so much for watching. God bless.